Good morning.
I took delivery of 420 saplings from the Woodland Trust earlier this week, and we need to get them in the ground. They come with a good bit of soil around the roots, so they'll last for a good few days. But we want getting them into the top of the bund along here to create more hedging, which is what we always do. What's happened is that because we'll need a barrier to the canal from the road, we've done that with soil and turf, and then we hedge plant on top, and I think we're probably up to, I think I'm right, Peter, in saying something like 6,000 saplings over the many years since you started it with your wife
Yes.
in applying for them.
Yeah.
Before my time, so we're going back at least 10 years, I'd say.
Yeah.
The ones we're planting today are typical hedging plants like hawthorn, blackthorn, hazel. They were delivered to my house. I've left crabapple and rowans there because they're lovely trees that are very good for pollination and fruiting, so they're extremely good for wildlife. And what I'll do with those is pop them up and then bring them on a bit and plant them then as trees on one of our other sites. And we've got, as usual, our Saturday morning team of Duke of Edinburgh volunteers, plus quite a few adults today. They're filling in gaps where we've had failed planting from previous years, where we planted bare-rooted saplings from another donor, conservation volunteers, which, because they don't come with soil around the roots, tend to be a lot more vulnerable to not taking.
We've had a pretty good success rate, haven't we, with the saplings growing?
Certainly with the Woodland Trust ones. I've got 400 coming in February from conservation volunteers. We dig trees and they will be bare-rooted, so we'll need to get those in the ground or potted very quickly.
And Peter, you're doing some setting out, I believe, to mark where the canal channel's going to be?
Yes, it's very important where the hedge is to allow enough room for the restoration of the canal in this area. It's about 6 to 7 metres wide, the canal bed with the towpath that we're now standing on, that we put in some 3-4 years ago. So we need enough room to do it, and we need it 2.5 metres, so we end up with a 2 metre verge against the road. And it makes as Chris says, it makes a nice natural hedge that is great for wildlife and the like. So we'll put these in, we'll infill, and we may do this again. There will be some casualties of a hedge when you put in several hundred whips or even plugs, which we're putting in today. The likelihood is that quite a few of them will not survive, in which case you just keep topping them up. But what you do end up with is a really nice strong hedge, and we've got lots of strong hedge all the way through. I think the key that you were saying is putting them in now. I think trying to put them in in the new year, if you try and put them in the new year, January, February, the likelihood of those actually surviving, unless you can keep watering them, unless you can keep tending them, it's a difficulty, and they're more likely to not survive. But no, this is a great day, and it's good to see the DVs and our adult volunteers out here grafting away.
Thank you very much. Got it?